Well, happy NFL trade deadline, happy election day, happy November. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, though. We're back. We got week 10 NFL picks. Week 9 was interesting. I had an overall good record, but the games that I was the most confident in were the ones that I lost. So I picked the Ravens. So yeah, I ended up going 10-4, which makes my overall record 89-45. Technically, it's 89-45-1 because I keep forgetting about that tie. But yeah, let's see which ones I got wrong. I picked the Lions over the Vikings. Most people did. I picked the Colts over the Steelers. Also, most people did. I picked the Packers over the Panthers. Most people did that one. And then I picked the Cowboys over the Cardinals, though. But of course, the Cowboys can't play well against the Cardinals. So yeah. So let's go into week number 10. And it's just getting more and more chaotic. Who knows who's good and who knows who's bad? We don't even know who the best team in the NFL is, because whenever we think we know who it is, though, they end up losing. So yeah. So next game, our first game of week 10, you got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. Oh, the Raiders, they lost a heartbreaking game to the Jacksonville Jaguars in overtime, where we actually used the proper overtime rules, although the Jaguars for some reason didn't kick off, but it didn't bite them in the butt, though. The Broncos won another last-second field goal. Hopefully the Broncos can win a little more convincing right here, because it looks like they can win against bad defenses, but not against good defenses. But they're good in the fourth quarter, so who knows? Maybe this will be a close game. But I'm going to go with the Broncos. I don't think Raiders are all that good. Next, you got a game across the pond against two teams that lost and didn't look super good. You got the Falcons and the Colts. Falcons losing to the Patriots. I mean, what else is new? You got the Colts. Daniel Fumbling Jones came back, and yeah. However, though, I mean, this one really depends, because the Falcons are super inconsistent. I think overall this is going to be a good game, but I think it depends on what Falcon team shows up, though. If a good Falcon team shows up, though, and the Colts can kind of bounce back after the ugly loss, though, I think this is going to be a great game. Like, well, probably not great, but I do think it's going to be a very entertaining game, though, because both teams have a lot of offensive firepower. But overall, I'm actually going to go with the Colts in this one. My gut is telling me the Colts are going to get a bounce back win here, unless the Falcons show back up, and yeah, who knows. Then, oh boy, you got the Browns and the Jets. Well, the Browns, what'd they do last week? The Browns are just so forgettable. Oh, they had a bye. What'd they do the week before? Wait a minute. They had 2 byes? Oh, no, they got their butts kicked to the Patriots. Myles Garrett got 5 sacks, but it didn't really mean anything. Meanwhile, the Jets, they got worse. They traded away Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. So because of that, I'm going to go with the Browns, because, yeah. I mean, will we see Shedeur Sanders? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, I just don't really care. Then you got the Saints and the Panthers. I mean, the Saints, they don't look good. Tyler Shough struggled against the Rams. Oh, no, big shocker against that pass rush, though. Meanwhile, the Panthers, you beat the Packers. Your offense looked terrible, but your defense looked good? I don't know what's going on. But overall, I think the Panthers are going to win, and the Panthers are going to be 6-4? What is going on? The Panthers have a better record than the... Actually, no, they do not have a better record than the Chiefs. But if they win, then they will. So, ooh, this is going to be a good game. We got the New England Patriots. That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Patriots, they are red hot right now. They're playing like one of the best teams in the NFL. The Buccaneers are coming off of a bye. Hopefully, they will be getting a little bit more healthy. But I'm sorry, Baker. I got to go with the Patriots. They're playing good football right now, and sorry. I feel bad. Oh, come on. Here we go. Now you got the Baltimore Ravens at the Minnesota Vikings. Good game, maybe? This could be a good game. Who knows? The Ravens, they might be back. Their defense has been playing better. Lamar Jackson came back. He was amazing. Derrick Henry stopped fumbling the ball. Honestly, I've looked at the Ravens' schedule the rest of the way. It's not too difficult. I think the Ravens are very well and alive for that division right now. Meanwhile, the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, playing good? Interesting. Vikings defense played pretty good. They played pretty well against the Lions. The Vikings may not just be dead yet, though. I mean, I got to go with the hot team right now. I got to go with the Ravens, though. But this could be a good game, especially if J.J. McCarthy shows back up. I said beginning of the season, if McCarthy is good, Minnesota will be dangerous. Then you got the Bills and the Dolphins. Hey, you Bills, you beat the Chiefs in the regular season again. Yay. Can you just please beat them in the postseason, please? Yo, I mean, hey, let's be completely honest. Bills played really good. Their defense did pretty good. Maxwell Harrison had himself a good game, though. Josh Allen had a great game. This is the Bills team that I'm really confident in, and do believe they can be really good, though. The Dolphins, you got your butts kicked to the Ravens, and you fired your general manager, and you also traded Jalen Phillips. So, I wish you the best of luck. We're going Bills. Then you got the New York Giants, the Chicago Bears. The Giants. I mean, I wasn't expecting you to beat the 49ers, but one can only hope. Though Jackson Dart is actually the farthest person from the problem. Their defense isn't good. Their offense is not good. Just they miss Neighbors and Scatterboo. And for both of your sakes, I am so sorry, Dart. Meanwhile, the Bears, they played a game against the Cincinnati Bengals, where Rome Odunze didn't make a single catch, but Caleb Williams had one of his best games as a pro, including a miracle touchdown at the end of the game. It was wild. I want to thank one of my friends for kind of shouting out that game, because when it was 41-27, I kind of shrugged it off. I was like, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, who cares? And then later we were talking on the phone, and he was like, Bengals are actually down by 6 and they're in the red zone. I'm like, wait, what? Turned on the game, and I was like, oh my gosh. So we're literally talking on the phone, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the Bears got a touchdown. I freaked out. It was insane. It was crazy. But yeah, that was one of the wildest games of the year. But I'm going to go with the Bears again. But I don't know, maybe they'll lose another weird game like they did to the Ravens. But I don't know, just they're a weird team. Their offense has a lot of talent. Their defense is super inconsistent, but they're not a bad team, though. Then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. Ooh, this will be an interesting game. The Jaguars, well, they got off to a very slow start against the Raiders, but they bounced back, and overall, their offense looked pretty good. Their defense, on the other hand, not so much. But overall, that was one of the best games of the year so far. They're back and forth overtime game, though. But hey, a win's a win. Meanwhile, the Texans, they lost to the Denver Broncos. C.J. Stroud got a concussion on the play. It wasn't actually because of a bad offensive line, though. It was because he was scrambling. And then that hit happened, though. So I don't know if he's going to play in this game. It just obviously just depends on his health, though. Overall, I am going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars, though. But the Texans, I feel like, are the kind of team where if their offensive line is good, though, their offense is really good. So I think some of it does depend on whether C.J. Stroud plays and whether the offensive line is good. But I'm still going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then you got the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Robert Gannon came out today and said that Jacoby Brissett will start, which I do find a little bit weird how he announced that right away. But Kyler Murray was expected to come back against Dallas, but they ended up didn't play. So a little bit weird, though. But anyway, what do I know? The Seahawks. Well, Pat McAfee says we're the best team in the NFL. I'll take it. But honestly, I don't really have a lot of problems with the Seahawks right now. Jackson Smith-Njigba's on pace to have 2,000 yards receiving. Though Sam Darnold against the Commanders had more touchdown passes than incompletions. Our defense is good. I don't have a lot of problems with the Seahawks team right now. We still have yet to hit double-digit sacks, which it might break in this game, but I'll take it, though. But, yeah, Seahawks, they are one of the best teams in the NFL. They are a very hot team right now. Matthew, please stop moving your phone around like crazy, like a crazy drunk person. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I have my full confidence in them right now, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Seahawks fan. Oh, speaking of the Seahawks, the Detroit Lions, they're playing the Washington Commanders. Both of these teams coming off of a bit of a rough loss, but I feel like the Lions are going to be a little bit more healthy. The Commanders just got decimated with injuries. Obviously, the worst one being Jaden Daniels. I am so sorry about that, though. Hopefully it's not a season there, but I'm not expecting Jaden Daniels to play in this game. The Lions lost a heartbreaker to the Minnesota Vikings, though, and I'm kind of expecting the Lions to get the bounce back when they're going to want to get their revenge for last year, though. But, I mean, hey, the Rats and the Packers lost, so you didn't really lose much leading the division, though. Then you got the Rams and the 49ers. This could be probably one of the best games of the league. Matthew Stafford has been just playing on fire right now. Puka Nakua's back. He looked really good. Devontae Adams still doing his thing. Their defense is good. Just the Rams look like one of the best teams in the NFL, which is why I'm super excited for that game in Los Angeles in a couple of weeks. But meanwhile, the 49ers, they keep winning despite injuries. And now Mikael Williams has torn his ACL. So the 49ers, they're just cursed right now. Will Mac Jones or Brock Purdy play? Who freaking knows? I don't really think it matters because they just keep on winning. They usually seem to have their number, though. Honestly, I don't really know who I necessarily want to win, but we're going to go with the 49ers just because they keep winning. But this has potential to be one of the best games of the week. Oh, geez. Sorry about that. Now, we got our Sunday night game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers. This, not too bad either. This also could be a pretty good game. The Pittsburgh Steelers, their defense looked good, forcing 6 turnovers. Don't really know what happened there. Our offense wasn't too bad, though. The Chargers, what did the Chargers do last week? Oh yeah, they beat the Titans. They ended up beating the Titans by 7 points, which it looked like a close game, though, but due to a pick 6 and a punt return for touchdown, it wasn't as close as what everyone thought it was going to be, though. This is such a 50-50 game, or should I say a 6-7 kind of a game. Haha, okay, I'm stupid, I know that. But yeah, it's actually going to be a really close game, though. Oh, man. When the Chargers are on their game, I do believe they're one of the best teams in the NFL. It just depends on what Chargers team shows up, though. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I don't have a lot of confidence in that, though. Also, Joe Alt's out for the year, so that's a bummer. That's a bummer, though. Hopefully their offensive line woes won't cost them. And then, this is going to be a fun game. You got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Green Bay Packers. The Eagles coming off of a bye, but their offense has been looking pretty good recently, though. Hopefully, Saquon Barkley will be playing. I know he suffered an injury, though. No Saquon Barkley, that's big, though. And then, meanwhile, the Packers, yeah, they're kind of weird. They lost to the Panthers. I don't really know what happened there. But if they're going to lose to the Panthers and struggle against that defense, though, they could very well struggle against this Eagles team. So because of that, I'm actually going to go with the Eagles, though. Their offense has been playing better recently, but this is, once again, I think going to be a really close game. So I am looking forward to it, though. So we're going to go with the Eagles. All right. So that is it for today. I got some other stuff I got to do. It took me a while to get my ballot in, so good job, Matthew. Good job. But if you want to like the video, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm sorry. Why do I keep calling it Twitter? It's X. Elon Musk is going to come after me one day and say, "You're going to call it X." I'm like, "Okay, sorry. Sorry, buddy. My bad." But, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And it's spelled Matthew, Matthew, Leininger, Leininger. So, because see you guys. Bye.